What I really want to tell you about this book is that it's got a plot line completely unlike any other.
You've got so much in there, it's packed with interest.
I like the fact that fairly early on in the book we realise that we have different time shifts.
And this is all set against the backdrop of 2 world wars and the conflict between countries. The characters are complex, they are not stereotypical in any way. The vicar in the village, he is both patronising but sensitive, he's nuanced.
The relationship between Delia and her father was particularly strong for me.
When we are introduced to Delia, she's an embittered woman. She's cold, she has a strained relationship with her father. And then we go back and we see her as a young, carefree woman.
Some of the minor characters I think are particularly strong, such as the Jessops are memorable, perhaps for the wrong reasons. They are horrible people who do horrible things.
Anstos, who I think is the most vibrant of the characters to me, shows quite a range of kinds of love, and her love as a friend is tested in more than one way.
Her agency is in action.
And she proves herself to be phenomenally strong and unselfish for a large part of her life.
And in a world where there's so much, if you like, pollution going on, she does shine out as somebody who I think we gravitate to as a character.
As the book progresses, you realise it isn't the love story you thought it was going to be, and it's not even necessarily a love story between the characters whom you thought it was going to be. One
of the nice tensions of the book is that, of course, one of the men is attracted to the other, and yet fundamentally, in terms of their attitudes to the war, they are so different.
There's the discussion about pacifism and whether to fight in a war or not, and whether one should be a conscientious objector.
It raises questions that could touch a lot of us for different reasons.
What is sin? What is morality?
Spiritual debates and moral debates as well are really important in driving the novel forward.
We are asked constantly about what is moral, what's the right decision in these circumstances.
The faith of certain characters was certainly being tested, I think, by the things they had to live through. And I thought the novel dealt with that in a really profound and interesting way.
For me, one of the interesting things is the muteness of Bertie at the beginning, and the fact that the Quaker element then comes into the book, which is, the Quaker meeting is a silent meeting.
The Quakers present silence as a way of, communicating with God, of simply being.
It feels like a work of faith, because it explores some of the very important things that believers need to confront in their lives.
And it seemed to me to have echoes of people like George Eliot, and sort of bringing in larger questions and having them explored through the states and the experiences of the characters.
It's almost like the biblical narrative from Genesis, from this tiny space to the city of the Revelation, which contains multitudes.
I like the richness of the prose. I like the descriptive moments within it. I like the way that the tone and the pace of it are very carefully crafted, and that there's a real enjoyment of language.
There's a real precision to the language, and one feels, that there's a love of language that, one doesn't come across so much in contemporary fiction.
I think the writing is very tight and sinewy.
I liked the fact that it takes you on this journey of twists and turns, but it also raises the question about what love involves.
In a kind of Hollywood movie setting, neediness is usually about sex or money or power, but actually our neediness is often much more subtle than that.
Love, in the end, can be manifest in all kinds of unconventional ways.
And it's a wonderful title. I like its bravery, that they might lovely be. It's unusually lengthy, and the whole book invites you to think about what truly is lovely in quite a brutal world.